Most people want to work with me, I think, because of seeing what I've achieved, of seeing where I've come from. I was the typical skinny 10-stone guy. 22 years on, I'm currently one of the top super heavyweights in the country, more than doubled my weight. So guys, especially guys, want to see how I've done that. They want to learn the process, to see that it is achievable. Today we're going to talk about the process that I use to get clients into great stage condition. So step one is all about getting the body's capacity to take on nutrients as high as possible. The other thing that we need to do in the priming phase is introduce as many sources of protein, many sources of carbs, many sources of fats as possible. Again, that is so you don't go into your prep and you're living off chicken and broccoli all the way through. So once you finish your competition, you go back into prep, and a lot of guys have issues with their digestion because they've been on such limited sources of food. So we need to make sure that we're introducing enough variety of food through phase one, take that into your competition prep phase, so that when you come out the back end, that you can introduce those foods and get the calories up as fast as possible without causing endocrine issues, digestive issues. So the next step is phase two, which is the adaptation phase. So from the priming phase, everybody's gonna come to a point where they're thinking, I just can't physically get any more food in. Now that can be physical or it can be psychological. So we need to determine which one that is and see if we can push past those barriers. 9 times out of 10, we can push past those barriers by implementing strategies, whether that's with the nutrition, the training, your lifestyle. There's always a way to push past those plateaus. So phase two is all about adaptation to the high amounts of food that you're putting in. Phase three is the fat transitioning phase. So in this phase, what we're trying to do is slowly lean your body up without doing too much cardio, making too big of a deficit of your calories. There are certain things that we can do to your macros, to your nutrition, to your cardio, to your training that is going to slowly lean you up so it doesn't even feel like you're on a diet, but your body composition will change. The other advantage of the fat transitioning phase is it preps you psychologically ready for the diet. What I find with a lot of clients is the first 3 or 4 weeks of a diet, the mindset is not quite right. They've not stepped up the gears. So if we implement a fat transitioning phase right before the preparations, it often puts the client's mindset in the right frame of mind, ready for the actual preparations. Phase 4 is the maximal adipose oxidation phase, so typically known as the cutting phase. So if you have followed all the steps, all the phases beforehand, cutting is going to be really, really easy. Your body is primed, ready to cut. Your calories should be super high. You shouldn't have to put in as much effort as you've done in past attempts to get super, super lean, because by the end of the preparations, the amount of calories that you're on is going to be super high. So you should be fuller, should be bigger, should be more muscular, and you're not going to feel like you're going to drop dead backstage because you've deprived your body too much. So many guys and girls put themselves through unnecessary preps, aggressive preps. When they get to the end of the preparations, they feel like shit. I totally get it. I've been there myself. I've gone all out in the preps, overdone the cardio, overdone the training, 2 or 3 hours of cardio a day, twice a day training, limited calories. And all because I didn't go through or follow a system that, when it came round to the preparations, made dieting easy. If you follow this 4-phase success model, the dieting is going to be really, really easy. So if you are a guy or a girl who's driven, you've probably done well in your life, your business life, your family life, you know you've got some driven qualities, commitment, you can commit to things, then you're typically the type of person that I'd like to work with.